Let me start this video by saying that these characters have not been officially announced by Bandai Namco, but there are enough signs in the trailers, in the gameplay that we just know. We know these characters are coming. My name is Globku. Welcome to today's video. Okay, here's how Shinobi Striker will work, and here's how this video will work too. In Shinobi Striker, you will start by creating your own character. Give him all the visuals you want, the accessories, the clothes, and just make your own ninja. After you're done with the appearance, you'll choose a master, and that master will teach you some abilities, some jutsu to use in combat. And after you learn the jutsu from several different masters, you can then combine the jutsu in any way that you want, just making your own unique character loadout. These jutsu and this master system is the main thing that will tell us which characters are coming to Shinobi Striker during this video, because there are a lot of abilities that were showcased already that don't really have a master yet, but since we know Naruto, we kinda know where they come from, meaning these characters will be in the game teaching you those abilities. So let's start with an obvious one. This is practice, alright? Practice round. The Sand Shield that we've seen in Gamescom in the defense type character. Now we know it's called the Sand Shield because of a screenshot, and we've seen its effect during gameplay as well. But we don't have a master who teaches this ability yet. Now, who could be the master that teaches you the Sand Shield? If you ask me, the answer is very obvious. It's gonna be Gaara. Plus, it's an ability for the defense type characters, and Gaara just fits perfectly into the defense type with his perfect defense. So he has gotta be a defense type character. So because the Sand Shield is in the game, and we know that Gaara is the character that uses the Sand Shield in the anime, that means Gaara will be the master in Shinobi Striker, teaching you that ability. You understand how this video is gonna work now? Because this was the easy round, this was the practice round. It will get way more complicated from here on out. Alright, so we got Gaara. Who else do we have? Still in the defense type characters, we have a water prison jutsu as a secret jutsu. We've also seen this during Gamescom on the defense type custom character. Now initially I thought the water prison would be taught by Kisame, because from the characters they had announced so far, Kisame actually uses it in the anime. But a recent scan actually showed what Kisame's secret jutsu will be. It's actually the Daikodan no Jutsu, which is a giant water shark. And it even has an interesting effect where if a character is hit by that jutsu, they will become more limited in the ninjutsu they will be able to use. Like their chakra is being sucked out, maybe the cooldowns get longer, I don't know. Back to the water prison. The water prison belongs to someone else because the Kisame secret jutsu slot is already filled by the Daikodan no Jutsu. I can only see 3 possible characters to use the water prison in the game. Those 3 characters are Momochi Zabuza, Hozuki Suigetsu, and the second Hokage Senju Tobirama. Now, the thing about Suigetsu and Tobirama is that they never actually did this ability during the anime. Not the official episodes anyway. So the strongest contender of the 3 is Zabuza, in my opinion, which as a fan of the Mist is great news for me. I also think he's the most popular character of the 3, so my money's on him. We know one of these 3 characters, we know one of these 3 characters is making it into Shinobi Striker. But if I was a betting man, I would bet on Zabuza. And as far as defense type characters go, we're almost done. There are only 2 jutsu left who we don't really know who the master is, and they're both Earth style jutsu. The first one is Earth style Subterranean Voyage, and the second one is Earth style Mud Wall. Now I know what you're thinking, they must both be abilities coming from the same mentor, right? The same master, because they're both Earth style. Maybe there's an Earth style master. I actually don't think that will be the case, because we've only seen one character use Subterranean Voyage in the anime, and that character was Kisame. And since he's already been confirmed, that doesn't really bring us a new character. But Mudwall will probably get us someone new. So let's look at the ninja that have performed this ninjutsu in the past. And there have been many of them, but I think we can nail down the one that will be in the game. So in the anime, we've seen Mudwalls from Kakashi, from Nagato, the third Hokage, and then a bunch of other smaller ninja that are definitely not gonna make it into the game because I don't even remember their names. Now, Kakashi cannot be the mentor who teaches you this ability, and the reason for that is very simple. Kakashi is an attack type character, and since Mudwall is a defense type jutsu, we can cross Kakashi out. He's not going to teach you a defense type jutsu. And that leaves us with Nagato and the third Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen. To be honest, either one of these characters could make it into the game, and there are good arguments for both of them. But if you guys remember the interview with Nino-san, the producer for this game, he told us that this game wouldn't have too many characters like the Storm games, so I highly doubt that Nagato will make it into the roster. The reason for that is because they've already included Pain, and I know Pain and Nagato aren't exactly the same character, but they're similar enough. Plus, Pain already has the best abilities that Nagato was gonna have with the Chibaku Tensei and Almighty Push, so I think the third Hokage definitely wins this round. The one argument against the third Hokage is that they seem to be very focused on Naruto Shippuden characters, and the third Hokage kinda dies before Shippuden, but then he's also resurrected, and it's kinda, maybe he can make it, maybe not. Anyway, I think there's a stronger argument for the third Hokage being in the game rather than Nagato. And hey, I think Nagato is awesome. I really like him as a character, but just looking at the evidence here. Alright, next, let's move on to the heal type characters, and this might be the toughest one of them all. Currently, Sakura has this technique called Cellular Extraction Jutsu, which heals everyone around her. But before she had this jutsu in the first trailer, she had another one called the Mystical Palm Technique, in which she puts her hands together and is channeling a healing jutsu. I almost said spell. This ain't Harry Potter, what are you talking about? And this technique actually made it into the Gamescom demo with our heal type custom character. So if Sakura isn't healing us with this technique anymore, then who is? Who will teach us the Mystical Palm Healing Jutsu? Well, here's a list of characters that have already used it in the anime. Shi, Chiyo, Ino, Kabuto, Rin, Sakura, Shizune, Tsunade, Hinata, Ashura, Agoromo, Karin, and a bunch of other minor characters who are not making it into the game. So from this list, we can already remove Sakura, because she doesn't have this ability anymore. We can also remove Hinata from this list, because she's already got her 3 ability slots filled up. She's gonna teach you the Byakugan, the Gentle Fist, and the Twin Lion Fists. Based on popularity alone, I would probably disqualify Shi, Chiyo, Rin, and Shizune from this list. And furthermore, I know this is gonna piss a lot of people off, but I also think that Hagoromo and Ashura are not making it into the game, especially as heal type characters. Like they would have so many abilities that they would probably be a better fit for another category. And also I think that they're staying away from these like super powerful, overpowered characters, and I don't think they're bringing them into the game just for balance sake. So yeah, I would cross those 2 off as well. And then we have Karin, who I don't think she has enough variety of abilities to make it in Shinobi Striker. Like, yes, she can heal, she can bite their friends to give them chakra, but the number of abilities she could teach your custom character might not be enough to be a mentor in Shinobi Striker. That's my opinion. So, Ino, Kabuto, and Tsunade are the most realistic options here for this jutsu, in my personal opinion, and my money is actually on my least favorite character of the 3. My money's on Ino. Simply because Shikamaru and Choji have already been confirmed for this game, so she is the only one missing in that trio. Plus, her mind transfer jutsu could actually be mechanically very interesting in this game. So while I'm not a big fan of Ino, I kinda wanna see the mind transfer jutsu in the game, so I hope she's in. I told you the heal type was gonna be a tough one, so how about we close this video with an easier guess, alright? My brain is starting to fry here. In the very first trailer, we saw Naruto summoning a toad, and this toad shoots water from his mouth. Now, since this trailer, Naruto has lost this ability. He now just has a bunch of different Rasengan. But just like Sakura's healing jutsu, that doesn't mean the ability is no longer in the game. It could have just been transferred to someone else. Some other character will teach you this jutsu. And who summons frogs in Naruto all the time? That's right, Jiraiya. So he's very likely to make an appearance too. He's gonna teach you some cool jutsu, and even if we didn't see the frog in the first trailer, based on popularity alone, I think there was a very high chance he was gonna make it into the game. Gaara, Zabuza, the third Hokage, Ino, and Jiraiya. 5 characters, not that much, but the roster isn't gonna be very big at the end. And this isn't just based on, oh, I wish this character was here. There are abilities in the game that severely hint towards these characters' presence. Now, of course, this isn't anything close to an official Bandai Namco announcement, but in my opinion, this is way more solid than what's going on with Dragon Ball FighterZ right now. If you're not familiar with that situation, people saw this scan from Dragon Ball FighterZ and said, oh, I can see Hit and Beerus in this scan. But that is just so low resolution that you can literally just see anything you want. Really. So please stop calling those scans a leak, especially you, fellow YouTubers. I know it gives you a lot of views to write the word leak on your titles, but come on. You know that's not a leak. Anyway, thank you for watching another Shinobi Striker video. If you want more, last time we talked about the maps that we want in the game, so click up there to watch that. Or since we mentioned Dragon Ball FighterZ and you want to see what the hubbub was all about, I believe the roster is almost complete, so we talk a bit about that along with the latest rumors and characters announcements here in the bottom. But as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!